ಓಕೆ 48 ಅಲ್ವ ಇವತ್ತು?
ಹೌದು, ನಾನು ಓದಬೇಕು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಓಕೆ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನಮಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯಂ ನರಂ ಚೈವ ನರೋತ್ತಮಂ ದೇವಿಂ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಂ ವ್ಯಾಸಂ ತತೋ ಜಯಮುದೀರೈ. ನಷ್ಟಪ್ರಾಯೇಷು ಅಭದ್ರೇಷು ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಭಾಗವತ ಸೇವಯ. ಭಗವತೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಶ್ಲೋಕೆ ಭಕ್ತಿರ್ಭವತಿ ನೈಷ್ಟಕಿ. ಮೂಕಂ ಕರೋತಿ ವಾಚಾಲಂ ಪಂಗುಂ ಲಂಘಯತೆ ಗಿರಿಂ. ಯತ್ಕೃಪಾತಮಹಂ ವಂದೇ ಶ್ರೀಗುರು ದೀನತಾರಿಣಂ ಚೈತನ್ಯಮೀಶ್ವರಂ. ಓಂ ಅಜ್ಞಾನತಿಮಿರಾಂಧಸ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಜನಶಲಾಕಯ ಚಕ್ಷುರುಂ ಮಿಲಿತಂ ಯೇನ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀಗುರುವೇ ನಮಃ. ನಮೋ ಓಂ ವಿಷ್ಣುಪಾದಾಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪೃಷ್ಠಾಯ ಭೂತಲೆ ಶ್ರೀಮತೆ ಭಕ್ತಿವೇದಾಂತ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಿತಿ ನಾಮಿನೇ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರಸ್ವತೆ ದೇವೆ ಗೌರವಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರಿಣಿ ನಿರ್ವಿಶೇಷ ಶೂನ್ಯವಾದಿ ಪಾಶ್ಚಾತ್ಯ ದೇಶ ತಾರಿಣಿ. ಜಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶ್ರೀ ಅದ್ವೈತ ಗದಾಧರ ಶ್ರೀವಾಸಾದಿ ಗೌರ ಭಕ್ತ ವೃಂದ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. ಹರೇ ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್. Hare Krishna. Welcome you all for Bhagavatam study. So thank you for joining. So let's continue our discussion. In Canto 1, Chapter 13, Text 48 today. Yes, go ahead.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀಲಾ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಕಿ ಜೈ. ಶ್ರೀಲಾ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಕಿ ಜೈ. Canto 1, Chapter 13, Text 48. ತದ್ ಇದಂ ಭಗವಾನ್ ರಾಜನ್ ಏಕ ಆತ್ಮಾತ್ಮನಾಂ ಸ್ವದೃಕ್ ಅಂತರೋ ಅನಂತರೋ ಭಾತಿ ಪಶ್ಯಾತಂ ಮಾಯಾಯೋರುದಾ. Translation. Therefore, O king, you should look to the Supreme Lord only, who is one without a second, and who manifests himself by different energies and is both within and without. Purport. The Supreme Lord, personality of Godhead, is one without a second, but he manifests himself by different energies because he is by nature blissful. The living beings are also manifestations of his marginal energy, qualitatively one with the Lord, and there are innumerable living beings both within and without the external and internal energies of the Lord. Since the spiritual world is a manifestation of the Lord's internal energy, the living beings within that internal potency are qualitatively one with the Lord without contamination from the external potency. Although qualitatively one with the Lord, the living being, due to contamination of the material world, is pervertedly manifested, and therefore he experiences so-called happiness and distress in the material world. Such experiences are all ephemeral and do not affect the spirit soul. The perception of such ephemeral happiness and distress is due only to the forgetfulness of his qualities, which are equal to the Lord's. There is, however, a regular current from the Lord himself, from within and without, by which to rectify the fallen condition of the living being. From within, he corrects the desiring living beings as localized Paramatma, and from without, he corrects by his manifestations the spiritual master and the revealed scriptures. One should look unto the Lord. One should not be disturbed by the so-called manifestations of happiness or distress, but he should try to cooperate with the Lord in his outward activities for correcting the fallen souls. By his order only, one should become a spiritual master and cooperate with the Lord. One should not become a spiritual master for one's personal benefit, for some material gain, or as an avenue of business or occupation for earning a livelihood. Bona fide spiritual masters who look unto the Supreme Lord to cooperate with Him are actually qualitatively one with the Lord, and the forgetful ones are perverted reflections only. Yudhishthira Maharaja is advised by Narada, therefore, not to be disturbed by the affairs of so called happiness and distress, but to look only unto the Lord to execute the mission for which the Lord has descended. That was his prime duty. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Mm.
So Narada Muni giving further instruction to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So as we all know, Yudhishthira Maharaj was upset or very sad that his uncles Dhritarashtra and Vidura, along with the Gandhari, they left. So Narada Muni further in the previous verse also is explaining it is not your responsibility, it is Kala who is responsible. Now he's saying that, O king, we should look at the Supreme Lord only, who is one without second, and he manifests himself in different energies, both within and without. So he further glorifies the Supreme Lord here. First and foremost, Supreme Lord is one without the second. He is the Supreme Personality Godhead. He is the origin of everything. Everything comes from him and everything goes back to him. Like he himself says, Ham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. He himself says that. So everything manifests from him, and when the time comes, everything unmanifests to him. So that's how it. So Prabhupada in the purport is in the beginning, he says the Supreme Lord, the Personality Godhead, is one without second, but he manifests himself by different energies. So what are these energies? The external energy, internal energy, marginal energy. The internal energies like direct the Srimati Radharani, their internal energies. External energy is Prakriti, and the marginal energy, the jivas. Jivas are marginal energies. That's we are all called marginal energies, not external energies, because we are little more qualified than Prakriti. We are not material, because Jiva is always connected to Supreme Lord. Jiva always, actually Jiva is pure. But because we have come in this material world, we become impure. Because when we are with the Krishna, Jiva is pure. So that's why we called marginal energy. 1 second. So Prabhupada says that one should not be disturbed by the so-called happiness and distress of this material world. So material world is a place of distress. It will give only distress. But sometime you may get, some happiness. So this happiness example, some example given like in the olden days, the criminals used to be punished by the kings, where soldiers take them in a boat into the river. They reach the middle of the river. They make the criminal with the head drown into the water. So they hold him onto the water for a few seconds or minutes. And when he really struggles for life, they release him. And that's the time he feels, oh, I'm so happy. Now I can breathe. But they wait for a few seconds or a few minutes. Again, they put them back. So after some time, when he really struggles, they release him. So that release time, the jiva, the criminal thinks that, oh, I'm happy now. So that's exactly the happiness we find in this material world. The full of the sadness, but in between, we get very little happiness. But Prabhupada says that happiness also, we should not be bothered. So like every summer, after every summer, the winter comes. Every happiness, the followed by the sadness. So that's why we should not be bothered for both. We should be equipoised. We should see both in equal perspective as given by the Lord, and not to be happy when you are, got something good, not to be sad when we got something bad. So Prabhupada says that from within the Lord corrects as localized Paramatma. Lord takes every opportunity to correct Jiva. It's not that he's given up. Jiva may be 100% atheist, or he is criticizing the Lord. He does so many things against the Lord, but Lord doesn't give up. Like a loving father, son, how much may be criminal, how much may be bad, father still loves. Whereas Supreme Lord, not like Supreme Lord is still more. He loves anybody and everybody. So he, as Paramatma, goes into the heart of every jiva, and he has localized Paramatma guides them. And also with his external manifestation, like a spiritual masters or other books or so many agents of the Lord, he comes and directs jiva. Our Guru, they direct us, they give us the right knowledge so that we can go back to him. And we have scriptures like Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so many others, which guide us to go back to Krishna, go back home, back to Godhead. So it's our duty to read those books and distribute those books to others also. Today we had a good fortune of hearing from His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu, one of Prabhupada's dearmost disciple, who actually single-handedly, or I'll not say single-handedly, as a team, did the printing of the books. Especially when Prabhupada said, I think 17 books of Chaitanya Charitamrita has to be printed within 2 months. Such a Herculean task. 17 books to be edited and printed within 2 months. That's a kind of a task. So initially, Rameshwar Prabhu said, Prabhupada, it's impossible. We can do one book in 2 months. Prabhupada said, impossible in Fool's Dictionary. Go and do it. That's how Prabhupada said. And when Prabhupada said, today, actually, when we're hearing Ramesh Prabhu says that I was foolish. When my Gurudev, who is Saktavesh avatar of Krishna, when he says possible, who I am to say impossible? So that's the way. And finally, during his realization, finally we could see the tears flowing from his eyes. How merciful was Srila Prabhupada. So many points he shared. How compassionate, and he always engaged everyone in the Krishna service. So here also, Prabhupada writes in the purport, Krishna sends the spiritual masters like Srila Prabhupada and many of his disciples to take us back home, back to Godhead. They do take so much pain, or they do take so much trouble to get us back to the Krishna consciousness. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada's grand disciples, our great grand disciples, everybody is struggling or trying their best to take the people back home, back to Godhead. So it's our responsibility also to contribute to that, because we are indebted to Srila Prabhupada and his disciples for the mercy they given to us. So that mercy has to be distributed. Once one of the Srila Prabhupada's disciple went and asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you have done so much for us. How can I pay back your debt? Prabhupada said, you will never able to pay back debt of Guru. All that we can do, distribute this to another few people. So it's our responsibility to spread it as many as possible. And the best thing to spread is distribute Srila Prabhupada books. The book distribution should be our routine affair. I know a devotee in Indranagar. Every day, once you come home, he and his wife, evening, they don't go for walk. They go for book distribution every day. Every day he takes a bag of books and goes out. Whatever the time he comes from the office, takes bath and goes, then only he'll take his prasad. This is not a one-day affair, every day. This is the commitment, the Srila Prabhupada book distribution. So, of course, there are so many devotees. So why I'm saying this, we as a practice devotees, we have that, we are indebted to Srila Prabhupada. We all should do that, because one book of Srila Prabhupada reaches one hand of one soul. That soul is delivered. I can speak maybe 1,000 hours, but I cannot transform other person. But if he gets the Srila Prabhupada books in his hand, Srila Prabhupada's purpose can transform him. So book distribution should be taken as a top priority. Book distribution, Sankirtana, because holy name, and prasad distribution. These three things we have to regularly do it, whatever possible, wherever it is. Yarideko tareka ho Krishna Padesha. Maybe your colleagues, maybe you are traveling the metro, bus, or taxi, whomever meet. Immediately talk about Krishna consciousness. Yeah, simple thing. Can you chant? Take up chanting the Krishna's holy name? Or can you take Bhagavad Gita? Or can you attend temple programs, center programs? Can you attend online Bhagavatam class, Bhagavad Gita class? Whatever it is, somehow connect them so that Krishna will be pleased. Prabhupada says that one should not become a spiritual master for one's personal benefit or for some other material gain or avenue of business. Why Prabhupada writing this? Because even those days also, even now also, there are so many so-called gurus. Their intention is only make money. Ask some money. Sorry. If the disciple gives money, they're happy. That disciple can do whatever he wants. There's no restrictions. He'll give a mantra, he will give everything, just give money. But Prabhupada was not like that. Prabhupada is not like that. Prabhupada disciples are not like that. They ask, will you stop eating meat? Will you stop eating, drinking alcohol? Will you stop playing gambling? Or will you stop, illicit relationship? This is the four things, four regulatory principles. And will you chant Hare Krishna mantra 16 rounds every day without fail? And will you help me to spread this Krishna consciousness? This is the first and foremost the vow take to take initiation, that to come to kind of parampara system. So why? Because unless we are disciplined, we cannot become disciples. The foremost, the quality of a disciple is to be disciplined. So that's why the guru doesn't give anything for business, anything for money. Guru generally considers heavy. Guru chastised, Srila Prabhupada chastised his disciples, but at the same time, he loved them so much. Once you remember, I think Yamuna Mataji and other disciples were traveling along with the Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada in the train asked Yamuna Mataji, Yamuna, can you get some rice for me? He wanted some cooked rice. Yamuna Mataji went and searched. There was nothing. But the rice was there. The raw rice was there. There was no way to cook in the train. So Yamuna Mataji straight went to the driver of the train. Because in those days, there was a kitchen, a small kitchen in the train. She asked, can I use your kitchen? I want to cook some rice for my spiritual master who is traveling the train. The train driver said, no, nobody is allowed in this kitchen. Then Yamuna Mataji said, if I cannot cook what my spiritual master asked today, what is the use of my life? I will die. I will jump out of the train now. She was about to jump. Train driver got scared. He said, no, hold on. Please use it. Please cook. She cooked and gave it. Same Mataji, I think after some time, in Mayapur, once Srila Prabhupada called his all disciples, God brothers. So many Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's disciples were there. So that the dinner or lunch meet. So all these disciples of Srila Prabhupada, they were cooking and serving to all the God brothers of Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada, whenever I think Yamuna Mataji or I don't remember which Mataji, they were serving some chapatis. Srila Prabhupada will say, hey, what is this? This chapati is not cooked. Sometimes he says, this chapati is overcooked. This chapati is not good size. Like that, Prabhupada used to chastise. So but this disciple, Srila Prabhupada, they had no idea. They are not from India. They never cooked chapatis. Srila Prabhupada, whatever he taught, they are trying to do it. And they were going up and down from the kitchen to the serving place, running. When Srila Prabhupada said, the Yamuna Mataji started crying. Am I not able to satisfy my spiritual master? What is the use of my life? She was literally weeping. At the end, when the dinner is, lunch is finished, Srila Prabhupada called Yamuna Mataji and told all his god brothers. He said, see, this is Yamuna. I think Yamuna Mataji, I'm not sure, but she loves me so much. She'll give her life for me. And further said, I will give my life for her. This is the love as a guru. When the Mataji heard Prabhupada saying this, she literally, cried out of happiness. What kind of a spiritual master we have, who's ready to give his life for his disciple. He doesn't want anything else. He just want, his disciple to do devotional service. This is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. This is the love of Srila Prabhupada. And that's the reason all Srila Prabhupada disciples, they loved him so much. They were ready to give up their life at any cost. So that is a real spiritual master. And all Srila Prabhupada disciples also today, we can see how much the love they're pouring on the society. So again, why I'm saying this as a practice devotees, this kind of the attitude, this kind of behavior we should imbibe. In this particular, this one, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura writes that. So because he's saying now Narada Muni said that it's previously he said time, karma, now he says Supreme Lord. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura making a kind of argument here. He's saying, you said that world is dependent on the Lord. But if everything depends on the Lord, why do you say that body is dependent on time and karma and matter? So if everything depends on Lord, why this body is dependent on karma, time and matter? So this kind of question is putting, and he himself asking the asking question is answering also. He says, yes, it's true. Everything is the Lord, and everything in this world, including time, karma, and effects, energies, are the Lord. So the time also controlled by the Lord, karma also controlled by the Lord, the material energy also controlled by the Lord. That's the reason everything belongs to the Lord. That's why, further he explains here, Lord is this, in this universe is idam, because, and though his Swarupa Shakti, through his Swarupa Shakti, in the form of Paramatma, he is the soul of everything. So he is Paramatma, he is Antaraha, and he is enjoyer. At the same time, he is beyond happiness and distress. He is Anantaraha. The Lord appears through these three energies, Swarupa Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. See one Lord manifested as many Urudaha, such devatas and animals by the Maya Shakti. So, Lord's the Swarupa Shakti. What is the Lord Swarupa Shakti? He is Supreme Lord. And what is the Swarupa of Jiva? Jiva Swarupa is to serve the Lord. He is Paramatma. He is a Prabhu. The Jiva, me as a servant. So this is the understanding we should have. We'll read one more sloka. 49. Who's reading?
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Canto 1, Chapter 13, Text 49. So I am Adya Maharaja Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavanaha Kala Rupa Avatirno Asyam Abhavaya Suradvisham. Translation and purport by His Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. That Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, in the guise of all devouring time, Kala, Rupa, has now descended on the earth to eliminate the envious from the world. Perfect. There are two classes of human beings, namely the envious and the obedient. Since the Supreme Lord is one and the Father of all living beings, the envious living beings are also his sons, but they are known as the Asuras. But the living beings who are obedient to the Supreme Father are called Devatas, or demigods, because they are not contaminated by the material conception of life. Not only are the Asuras envious of the Lord, in even denying the existence of the Lord, but they are also envious of all other living beings. The predominance of Asuras in the world is occasionally rectified by the Lord when he eliminates them from the world and establishes a rule of Devatas like the Pandavas. His designation as Kala in the disguise is significant. He is not at all dangerous, but he is transcendental form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. For the devotees, his factual form is disclosed, and for the non-devotees, he appears like Kala Rupa, which is casual form. This casual form of the Lord is not in all pleasing to the Asuras, and therefore they think of the Lord as formless in order to feel secure that they will not be vanquished by the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai. So further, Narada Muni says, Supreme Personality Godhead, Lord Krishna, in the guise of all during time, Kala Swarupa, Kala Rupa, has now descended on the earth. Eliminate the envious form of the world. Envious from the world. But when the same topic is spoken in Bhagavad Gita, Paritrana sadhuna vinashasya dushkritam dharma samstapanathaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Srila Prabhupada says Krishna did not come to kill the demons. Krishna did not come to establish dharma. Krishna came to protect his devotees. In the process of protecting devotees, he has killed demons and he has established dharma. But his main purpose of coming is to protect his devotees. He has come as Narsimha to protect Prahlad. He has come as Krishna to protect Devaki and Vasudeva, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. He has come as Ram to protect Sita. So he never came to just to kill Hiranyakashipu or kill Ravana. The purpose is to protect devotees. So why this very, very important statement is made is that Krishna is there to protect us. We don't have to worry for anything else. Avashya Rakshabe Krishna, Rupa Goswami says, Krishna will definitely protect us. That is the assurance. That is the real, the confidence we should have. Then nothing else can, break our confidence. So any envious people, any demonous people, or any kind of difficulties, everything can be solved. Prabhupada talks about the two class of men, envious and obedient. So, because we are also envious of Krishna, we are put into this. We were there with the Krishna in Golok Vrindavan Vaikunta. Because we wanted to enjoy in separation with the Krishna, we were envious of Krishna. We have been sent here. This is a prison house. This is a place of reformation. But now we should become obedient. We should follow the rules of Krishna, follow the rules of scriptures, and become obedient citizen so that we can go back. Like how a prisoner is put in the jail, and once he reformed, once he understands the mistake and he corrects himself, then he's released from the jail. Similarly, we are in this jail, we should go back to Krishna, and for that, I should reform myself. The envious nature, Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, all this demon nature, I should get cleansed. Then I can, from Asura mentality, I can become Devata mentality. Because in Kali Yuga, everybody is Asuras. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he wanted to kill Jagai Madai, but Nityananda Prabhu says, no, whom are you kill? In Kali Yuga, everybody is demons. Everybody has got demonic qualities. You cannot kill everybody. So you kill their demonic mentality. The Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, Lobha in their heart, you kill them. How do we kill that? Just take up holy name. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like in Sikshashram, Chetho Darpana Marjanam. So that the the cleanliness of the heart happens by just chanting the holy name. Bhava, the prema bhakti increases with that. Prabhupada says here, but they are also envious of other living entities. Asuras, they're not envious of the Lord. They are envious of even other living entities. That's why yesterday we were discussing live and let live. So with the human, we should not only live only for human. There are other living entities who are equal rights for this material world to live. But we grab everything. We cut forest. We encroach sea. We encroach nature. And we build unwanted, sky riser, and in the name of development, and we create a problem for other jivas. So instead of that, we should allow every jivas to live. Prabhupada says that, but that Lord is a transcendental form, Satchidananda Vigraha, full of eternity, full of knowledge and bliss. So we should accept that Supreme Lord and serve him. So otherwise, he will come in the form of Kala. So Kala will come, the death will come for all of us. Only the question of time. Somebody may be early, somebody may be late. That's it. So I should be prepared for it. Srila Vishnu Chakra Thakura here writes that, where does this person with such a power exist? He is living in Dwaraka. Is he Swaham? Is he appeared on the earth for destroying the demons? So he's asking, where is Krishna is there now? Is he in the Dwaraka? Or where is he? So he is asking and himself answering. He is actually in the form of supreme bliss, but for the demons appears as a time. So just to conclude here, Krishna, the sense death, time as a kala for death. So death is like for demons, it's like a cat holding on a rat mouse on his neck. The rat mouse feels is for life because cat is going to kill that mouse, whereas the same mouse holds on her child, the kitten, and kitten feels so comfortable. But the cat is the same, holding on to the place also same, but only the intensity is different. Similarly, when death comes to Vaishnavas, we are Vaishnavas so happy because we are going back to Krishna. The Vishnu Duta is taking us to our eternal Father. Like the lost son is coming back to Father. Whereas Yamaduta comes, they are taking this back to hell to punish. So we should opt for the second one, the first one, Vishnu Duta to come. For that, we should practice our devotional service nicely, do our sadhana nicely, chant our holy name nicely. With that, Prabhupada says, chant 16 rounds attentively, follow 4 regular principles. I'll guarantee that you'll go back home, back to God, this life itself. If not, I'll take you from the back door. That's what Prabhupada has given. So we as a practicing devotees simply follow the regular principle for chant 16 rounds. Yes, Prabhupada guarantees that. With that, I'll stop here. Devotees can share their comments, questions. If any. Yes, Asha Mataji want to start.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Jiva is pure and it's always connected to the Supreme. And I should know to take happiness and sadness both in the same or equal proportion. To get this state, I think so, we should chant, read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. And Krishna sends his disciple to us to help us to take us back home, back to Godhead. The main purpose of the Lord coming to the earth is not to trouble anyone, but to protect the devotees. So it's a great assurance. I should always think that Krishna is there always to protect us. I am in the jail of this material world. I have to work hard, take up sadhana, and read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in order to try and go back home to Godhead. That's my takeaway, Prabhuji, for today.
Thank you. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Thank you. Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Same, Prabhuji. We should not bother about the happiness or sad things, because we should have that confidence that Krishna will protect us always. So he is the origin of everything and he will protect us all. That hope we should always have. For that we should be in this way, that we should chant. Always we should chant and we should remember him always. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Murali Prabhu, want to say anything? No.
Nothing.
Sure.
Hare
Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Everything manifests from Supreme Lord, including living entities. Happiness and distress are not to be bothered and to be treated equal. Supreme Lord is highly merciful, stationed in every living entities, corrects and guides. Krishna sends the acharyas and spiritual master to bring back the holy souls back to Godhead. Appropriate reciprocation to Srila Prabhupada is sharing Krishna consciousness and book distribution so that Krishna is pleased. 4 regulatory principles must be strictly followed by practicing devotees, and Krishna came to protect the devotees from asuras and demons. Envious souls are sent to earth of prison. After cleansing all demonic qualities, can go back to Godhead. To cleanse oneself must attentively chant holy name. Live and let live is appropriate. And practice devotion nicely to be accompanied by Vishnu Dudas. That much I have understood.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Sumit Prabhu, anything you want to add? No. Shruti Mataji.
Nothing, Prabhuji. From my side, nothing.
Okay. Shruti Mataji. There. No.
Nothing, Prabhuji, nothing. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Uma Shankar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
One thing is that we should always follow the Guru's instruction. So, Yaradake Tareke Krishna Upadesh. So, we should always try to spread the Krishna consciousness wherever we go. At least we should ask the other persons who we made to say Hare Krishna. They ask them to chant, distribute the books. So, and next thing is that we should practice that art of leaving the body. So we should practice the all 4 regulatory principles and chant regularly and read books.
Thank you. Ramesh Prabhu, Ramesh Krishna Prabhu, anything you want to say? Varsha Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class. So today's takeaway is that I should be in what do we say, equipoised, even if it is happy or sad moment. I should not be very much taken away by it. And the second thing is Srila Prabhupada and the others have devoted so much in writing the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. So I should read it for my betterment and try to distribute it among others in the society is what I understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Ramesh Prabhu, anything you want to say?
Nothing, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. So before I end, I just wanted to request all. We are planning to start summer camp from April mid to May first week. If you or those who are, of course, those who are staying near Raranagar or nearby, or anyone, if you know, we need more teachers, more supporting people. In case anybody, please let us know. We need more supporting people, either teachers or support. There are a lot of things we need to do. So if anybody, please let us know. I'll stop here. Vanchata kalpadarbhesya, kripa sindhubhesya, paditana pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo namah. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. See you tomorrow, same time. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for
Hare
that class, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare